Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the locker room where we talk nothing but basketball. If you want to be part of the locker room, you obviously have to be part of the team. And in order for you to be part of the team, you have to subscribe and share the video to not only be a part of the team and the locker room, but to also be a part of our daily basketball conversations so that you don't miss nights of basketball like this.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the three.
To win it. Good. That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection. This is for the win. Got it. Wow. At 7, working against Butler, got down.
Now, yesterday in the league, there was 8 games going on. So, I couldn't watch all of them. But, it was easier to watch. And there was some things going on. Some players went off. And let's go ahead and get started. We had our first game of the night that we're going to be talking about. We had the Warriors go up against the Thunder. And, oh my God, what a game this was. For a while, this game was super close. I mean, all the way up until the fourth quarter. In the first quarter, the Thunder come out and they just hitting shots from everywhere. I believe they had like 7 or 8 threes in the first quarter alone. Just everybody scored. Every single starter on the Thunder team had double-digit points. Every single one. And they played exceptional defense. Obviously, it wasn't crazy defense because scores 137 to like 127. But, the Warriors stayed in it. And in the second quarter, the Warriors go down by 12. You know what they do? They fight back. And then I believe Klay Thompson hit a shot, ties the game. And from there on, it was a back and forth. We go into the third quarter, and they're still going back and forth. There's no true leader between who is winning, who's going to win the game. At no point did I watch this game and feel like, oh, the Thunder got it, or oh, the Warriors got it. It felt like every time one of them had a lead, the other one's going to fight back and tie it or take the lead. And it was just that same vibe all, throughout the game. And we get to the fourth quarter. Matter of fact, before we even get to the fourth quarter, in the third quarter, Shea was going off. I mean, he scored most of his points in the third quarter. He has the game, I believe, was like 30 points. At the end of the third quarter, he already had 26. That's insane. Steph Curry had 40 points. A good 8 or 9 threes last night. And like 5 of them came in the third quarter. And Steph's going to get to the basket a couple times. He's going to get into the paint a couple times. He's going to get to the free throw line a couple times. So, all that came together, 40 points. But 8 or 9 threes, that's like 24, 27 points from Steph. Klay ends the game with 23. That was, a good game from him. He hit a couple of clutch shots as well. Draymond Green had 11 points, 1 rebound, and then 11 assists. One of the weirdest stat line I've seen from Draymond, but sure, I mean, somehow, some way, it helped them stay in the game. It didn't help them win, but it is what it is. Warriors need to play defense as a team way better than what they did last night. In order for them to win, it's not just a Draymond thing, so, I'm not even going to hone in on that too much. They had Kuminga start. He had a decent game. Wasn't like a great game, but it was decent. I see what they're trying to do here. And also, Draymond Green in the first half was getting to the basket. He's like cut one time. They missed him. They didn't pass him the ball. And then he hit like a 3 once. He got to the basket a couple times. He's trying to do more than what he does on the scoring side. And it helped them, but it was not enough to win them the game. Jordan Poole came off the bench with 11 points. I expected way more out of Jordan Poole. I expect him to come off the bench and give us like 15, 20 points. I don't know why he's been giving us 11 points. Maybe he doesn't have as much minutes anymore. But at the same time, I don't know. I feel like he should be the sixth man. and he should be giving you around 15 to 20 points. Anything more than that is like a blessing. The Thunder won this game, but the problem with them is that they're still in the 11th seed. The Warriors fell, not by much though. And the Thunder, it's like they can't go up. Between 9, 10, 11, 12, those teams have not been able to really go up or maintain a seed for a while. I mean, the Lakers won last night, and since we're talking about the Lakers winning, let's go ahead and talk about the Lakers game last night with the Grizzlies. Now, obviously, the Grizzlies don't have Ja Morant, okay? And the Lakers don't have LeBron James. So, in my opinion, it's pretty even. In fact, I feel like the Lakers are still the underdogs in this matchup, okay? And we get to the first half, or at least let's go to the first quarter. It's back and forth. This is another game that was back and forth the entire time until the fourth quarter, okay? First quarter, back and forth, okay? And the Grizzlies scoring, the Lakers scoring. The Grizzlies score, Lakers score. Defense, it was better. It was way better than the other game. I believe this game ended like 117 to like 90 something. So it was way better than the other games that we saw last night. But it was still, 117, 94. The Grizzlies just were bad offensively. They didn't really have much going. Their backup big is not good enough. Their starting big is down with Steven Adams. Ja Morant, I don't know how long it's going to take him to come back. Dillon Brooks came back last night, but I mean, he's not the biggest factor on this team. Desmond Bane had a quiet first half, quiet game overall, to be honest with you. And the Lakers just had more, bro. Like, off the bench, they had Austin Reeves and they had Rui Hachimura give them 17 points each. That's 34 points off the bench just from two players. And the starting lineup, Jared Vanderbilt, obviously he didn't have a crazy scoring game. We don't expect that from him every single night. When he does, is amazing. But we expect him to do everything else on the court, which he did. And it came out and it helped the Lakers a lot. But Dennis Schroeder had a decent game last night. And Anthony Davis, I feel like it's time, man. It's time to give him his credit. It's time to give him his appreciation. Because last night, another 38-point game with 22 boards. 22 boards. That's like the third or fourth back-to-back game where he gives us 38 points. I believe it was 38, 39, 38. And not only that, he has 22 boards. This is the type of performance that Lakers are going to need from AD every single night in order for them to win. Okay? And yesterday he showed up and he delivered. And AD has the ability and he's super capable of doing so. He has one of the most, athletic careers that we've seen. Obviously not the most, but one of. He has some of the best defense. He has just the ability to do a lot of things. AD just needs to be able to stay healthy and stay engaged and play hard. And we've seen it. Since LeBron went down, I believe they're 2-1. So, with that being said, if AD continues to play like this and the entire Lakers team continues to show up and get up like this, they have a really, really good chance of winning. And not only that, the Lakers have escaped the 11, 12, 13 seed. Usually when the Lakers are winning, they're still around 11, 12, and 13 this entire season. But last night, they jumped up to 9. And they're not far behind 8, 7, or 6. Or 5, to be honest. They could make a push here. As long as AD stays healthy and they're able to win more than 4 games without, anything crazy happening to them, they'll be able to make a good push here. Then LeBron comes back and they're pretty much healthy. And I'm telling you right now, if the Lakers are healthy and they somehow make it to the playoffs, if they're 8-7-6, don't be shocked if they knock out any of the top 3 teams. And if they make it somehow to 5th seed, man, honestly, bro, just hats off. Like, you did the impossible. Everybody doubted them. They somehow managed to make it to the top 5 seeds, which I don't think is going to happen. I believe they're going to continue fighting to stay around 10, 9, 8, 7. Hopefully they do it. I don't pray on the Lakers' downfall, but I just hate some of the plays that they've, made recently. I hate some of the the decisions they were making in the past, but ever since the trade deadline, they've been good. They've actually been looking great. They've been playing like they have a purpose, like they have a reason to go out there and play every single night. They've been playing like they actually believe in themselves. They've been fighting back, playing good defense. Anthony Davis with some of his best games of the season so far. With, obviously he went through his stretch where he's putting up like damn near 50 points every night. But now, without LeBron, obviously without Westbrook, he's gone, and D'Angelo Russell is injured. He's having some of his best games, the most dominant games, 38 points, 22 boards. The night before that, I believe it was 39 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. Like, all around, he's doing a lot, and defense. Another player that's given us around the same, stats, if not crazier, Joel Embiid last night had another 37-point game with a double-double. And not only that, the Sixers played without James Harden, and they won. The Philadelphia Sixers played without James Harden, and they won. This was amazing to see. Like, Tyrese Maxey had like 20-something points. PJ Tucker came back, he's going to play defense, whatever, do all the things that don't show up on the stat sheet. And Tobias Harris, first game back, 10 points. And not only did he have 10 points, 14 rebounds. 14 rebounds. This is what we need from Tobias Harris. If you're not going to be scoring in the second half, because he likes to score in the first half, and in the second half he disappears. If you don't like the score in the second half, or if you know you're not going to have the chance to score in the second half, get some rebounds. Go. Get some boards. Do something else. Obviously defense, but do something else. Get boards. Obviously it's hard for him to get assists or play make for real, because, James Harden, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid are all doing that. But yeah, get some boards, bring energy, do something. Like, don't just disappear and go ghost. And off the bench, they had some decent contribution. People came off the bench, gave them, a cool 5 points, 10 points, 8 points. Like, all around it was good. Joel Embiid came out, performed, but that's what we expect from him. Especially the way he's been playing this season and last season. And even the season before that. There's been like 3 seasons in a row where he's like, the second most voted player for MVP right behind Jokic. And it seems like it's about to happen for the 3rd time this year. So, shout out to the Sixers. They won without James Harden. This was an amazing sign. And really amazing to see, because it shows that when they go into the playoffs, they'll be fine. Okay, they have an identity. They're not just playing and just having Joel Embiid drop 40, 50 points every single night. They actually have an identity. They actually play, somewhat of defense or scoring, and they have something they could always rely on if, the shots are not really going in. But anyways, yeah, that's enough of me rambling and chatting. It's time for y'all. Let me know, chatting down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with E, and it's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety.